And here we are back like we never left, but we left for a few months because things gotta make we gotta make things happen. But we're back
Yeah,
on
man.
Let's Not Argue, man. This myself, my man Sean Thomas, owner
Yes,
of
yes.
Go Vegan Philly, and it's been a few months since we've been on, so we definitely got to catch the people up on what's been going on. But
Yes.
first and foremost, like I like to start every show that I do here on New Truth Radio, gotta ask you, brother, how you been?
Been amazing. It's been an amazing ride, man. Loving life loving me back.
Absolutely, man. Glad to hear that, man, and the family's well and all like that. I
Yes.
presume.
Yes.
All right.
Everybody's doing wonderful.
Absolutely great. So we're gonna get right into the show. We're gonna get right into it, man. Like I said, this is Let's Not Argue. We tackle any topic, but we also always want to tackle topics that affect the community. And right now, one of the biggest things that affect the community. No, I'm not talking about police or the politics or government or anything like that. I'm talking about something that we can do without even thinking about it. I'm talking
Yes.
about giving back.
Yes.
Giving back to the community, giving back to the neighborhood, giving back to the people. And this brother right here has been doing that in droves. I don't even know if I'm using that word correctly, but I'm saying it. He's been doing it in droves. And I've been watching from a distance, and I'm seeing it. I'm taking notes too, because I
Yeah.
also like to give back. And talk about giving back to the community. Sean Thomas, owner of Go Vegan Philly. First of all, let's talk about this. Give them the address of Go Vegan Philly because the food is off the hook.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
It's like Varnell Hill says, the food is delicious.
Yes. Did you miss me?
Did you miss me?
Yeah, man. So I just been fortunate, man, because I saw this wave coming years ago. People kind of changing to that plant-based vegan style of diet. And I changed myself in 2015. Changed my own diet then, and I'm like, man, this is people gonna be on this. Then it was like nobody was like, nobody want that food, man. It was like brand new to everybody.
Right,
The
because I mean,
plant-based
like
and the vegan.
eating plant based to in 2015. Let's just take it back
Right.
to what you said. 2015, people are like, okay, you must be eating salads and celery
Right,
all day.
right.
You know what
Because
I
I
mean?
was eating grass
Biting
all
into a
day.
tomato like it's an apple or something.
Right, man. So
But that's not what it is, and you showed
no,
us at Go Vegan Philly. Like,
yeah, man.
what
So
is it? What do
that
you have on the menu? Tell the
that's
people.
oh man, we got crab cakes, we got fried fish, we got fried chicken, mac and cheese, greens, cabbage, we got cheese steaks, we got burgers, man, quinoa stir fries.
And
We got
I've had it all.
yeah.
I've had it
Yes.
all.
Yes, man. We got it all, man. So and that's um that's what Go Vegan Philly is. It's just the transitioning spot. It's the place you can bring your non-vegan friends, and you don't have to worry. Like they're going to be thoroughly impressed, and they're gonna be like, oh wow, we get this a lot. People saying, if I can have plant-based or vegan food like this, I would be vegan, or I would be plant-based more often. If I could eat it like this, because that was kind of the idea of Go Vegan Philly. In my travels, me visiting different restaurants and eating their food and saying to myself, it's just okay, but it's not going to get people to really buy into this or want to be this if it's going to just taste like this. So my thing was, man, we gotta change the game. We gotta change the flavor. We gotta change the look. We gotta change the feel of this thing. To get people to be more healthier. And that was basically it. That was my goal. Was like in our community, black community, things got to be it's got to have flavor, man. It's got to be funky. It's got to be cool. It's got to be all of those things. So I was like,
let me cut you off for a quick second because I got to tell you something funny. Because when I texted you earlier, I said I just sparked up the grill. We're going to record the show. So and nobody was home. So when the wife came home, she was like, "Oh, okay, let me taste the burger." She's, what seasoning did you put on it? I forgot to season the doggone food.
See, so
I
I'm telling the truth. The
Right,
first thing black people want to know is, you know, what you pop in that thing, you know, what you put on there to make it pop for us, man. What seasoning you using? We could taste it immediately, like, oh, this thing ain't got no seasoning on it. You know, we putting that right down. You know, you don't want to be the person at the cookout who potato salad they don't eat.
You don't want to be that person. That's why I bring the soda.
You know,
I bring the waters and the plates. That's what I bring to the cookout.
But you know, that's what I, you know, decided I was going to jump off into this cooking or food or restaurant industry thing, and I was going to be that person, man, and just, you know, make it cool, man, make it fun and make it flavorful, most importantly, you know, to get our community to really, you know, reach for it and even try it. You know what I mean? I understood those things, and it's very simple for me. You know what I mean? The two things very simple. It's got to be cool. It's got to have flavor. You know, it's very simple. Okay, I'm gonna look into this industry and see what's being done first. You know, what's out there. What are they doing? And now take a look at, you know, what could I do? And, you know, now look at who I'm targeting and say, how do they like it? How do they like their things to be presented to them?
And that's how you get that good flavor.
Okay, now you birth for Go Vegan Philly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
And it's been quite a journey. I mean, this journey's been going on for quite a few years now. And you know, I was there for around the beginning. I wasn't there for the planning stage. Like, I wasn't in the room, but I was there when it was like, yo, I got these platters, come through. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yo, I come through for something else. Yo, try these. You know what I mean? So it was like, I was like, all right, cool. Like, yeah, this is pretty good. What is it? You know, it's cauliflower. What? Wait a minute.
Right. And that's really how it, like, I mean, really all took off from us just, you know, not telling people what it was, you know what I mean, and just feeding it to them and just inviting people over to the house and cooking, or, you know, being invited to a cookout and cook something for it and just sit on the table and just see what people, you know, if they like it or not. And people eat it like, oh, man, that was good. What was that? Oh, it was jackfruit. They never even heard of jackfruit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or what was that? Hearts of palm. They never even, you know what I mean? These things is foreign to us, you know what I mean, in our community, and here, and what? Then be like, man, I don't even like mushrooms, but they eat our mushrooms.
You know I'm not the biggest mushroom fan. As I get older, I've eaten more, but y'all gave me mushrooms, I tore them up. So I mean,
you feel me? Again, goes back to okay, you know, if our people gonna do this in our community, and just really anybody, it doesn't matter at that point if you black, white, or whatever. It's like everybody likes something that tastes good.
And you've been getting customers from like all over. Like you have posts like they drove from Brooklyn, they came from Virginia, they came from
New York,
Minnesota, like
Baltimore. They come from all over, man. So you know, we're one of one in this market, in this industry. You know what I mean? It's nothing like us. You know what I mean? It's nothing like us the way we do. I think again it goes back to, let me look into this game before I get in it and see where would I fit in, what could I do. And I wanted to be different. You know, I didn't want to, you know, do things like this plant-based restaurant or that one, or, you know what I mean? I wanted to be unique. I wanted to do my own thing. And then, you know, that's the Go Vegan Phillies way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And one thing that you're doing, if you follow people if you follow Go Vegan Philly on Instagram, if you follow my man Dope DNA on Instagram, you know that he works with the community as well. And I don't mean works with the community as in he's getting a paycheck. No, he works with the people from the community with their products, with their businesses. He's helping put the community on. And that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about giving back, because not a lot of people do it. Not a lot of people, honestly, sometimes people just don't have the time to do it, to be honest with you. But I mean, there's ways to give back, even if it's throwing a football with some of the kids outside. There's ways of giving back. Now, I wanted to talk about giving back because our last show we did, we were on the phone and you said I was coming down. You said, you know, can you talk to somebody for me? He's interested in what we're doing, and you know, can you give me? And I said, yeah. And then, you know, I was like, if that's a form of giving back, like I'm not charging people for information or anything like that, but that's a form of giving back. I want to see the young brother shine. I want to see the young brother take things to the next level and see where he can take it, so he can bring somebody up. And that's how you build a community. I just had a conversation with my cousin. I was like, we don't have a community, we got to build our community. And that's what you're doing there in Wilmington. And you have people coming in and they have their products that you market and sell and stuff like that. So let's talk about that a little bit. The giving back aspect. How did that come about? I know within your heart you want to give back, but how were you able? How did you get the community to like trust you and think that even be approachable enough to do it? Because some people just don't even want to approach people because some people are afraid of the response. But
right.
it doesn't seem like that's the case in Go Vegan Philly. So let's talk about
again, man. Just it's easy for me. You know what I mean? I won't say it's easy for me, but what I found out and just living and going through life is easiest thing to be is yourself. You can be it every second, every minute, every hour. You know what I mean? Every day. And I struggled with that for a little while when I first started Go Vegan. It's like, okay, what do I want to be? What do I want to represent? You know what I mean? Who's your target? Who's your this? Who's your that? You get all these questions, like from people like you when you get interviewed, who you targeting, who you that. And for me, it's just like, I'm not targeting, I know who I started it for, which was my, my people, my community, but it's really no target. It's just be yourself, and then people will, be attracted to you, what I mean, to whatever it is about you. So, I can't really say, why people trust me or why I'm just being myself, man. I think they watch me do it from nothing and made something. You know what I'm saying? You were there. Inspiring. You know what I mean? Yeah. And
I was there. I was there before you started eating the way you eat.
Yeah, man. So community is very important to me. It's I almost feel like there's no reason for me to do it, because if the community, if I can't speak about the community, if I can't help the community, if I can't help, do whatever I can to put the community on, that's what makes it worth it for me. Right. You know what I mean? That's the biggest compensation, me being able to do what, wasn't provided for me. You know what I mean? Be a resource. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Be that pillar or whatever in the, in the community, man, that people say, we know we can go to him. You know what I mean? If nothing else, we can go to him and try to get our business lifted off of the ground. And, it's been fortunate, man. So fortunate. Thank God, man. Like every single business that has come into Go Vegan Philly, it's been successful.
And it's not just the businesses, right? Like I told you, I've been watching. Oh yeah, I've been watching. So I mean, there are you've given people jobs.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And I'm not even gonna say like you gave them job. They've earned it. You got to earn things out. There was I'm gonna go talk about people's circumstance, but there were certain people that you gave jobs for certain reasons.
Yes.
And there are also you also have, correct me if I'm wrong, a job fair. You had a job fair, or you're having a job fair, correct?
Yep.
So I mean,
for me, it's I don't expect anyone else to do anything for the spot that I'm standing in. Mm-hmm. Wherever I am, I expect myself to do whatever needs to be done. So I'm not looking towards anybody else to provide jobs. That'd be great if they do, but I'm gonna start me a business and I'm gonna provide some jobs. Felons or people with records, or some kids that may come from a kind of sketchy background, and I mean like just like violence or anger problems, stuff like that. Emotional support or anything like that, man. Because I worked in the schools for a while, so I know that angle. It might be hard for them to get placement, meaning like jobs and stuff like that. So I welcome those types, man. You know what I'm saying? I wanna not just about a job, man. I really want to impact someone's life if I can, man. Inspire them to, get over any trials and tribulations that they're going through. You know what I mean? Because I've been there myself. You know what I mean? I've been there a lot. So Go Vegan Philly is not just about food at all.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, you're really establishing a community. I mean, and there's going to be people that when you do the things that you do, there are always going to be people that support you because of what you do. And that's one thing a lot of business owners a lot of entrepreneurs, I'm going to say, should understand, right? Because let's take a big box store, Target. Right. Mm-hmm. I don't know who the owner is of Target. And I believe they started in Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even know how I know that. But but in the humble beginnings of Target, if they weren't reaching out to the community, if they were in a certain community and wasn't reaching out to the community, you
Mhm.
know, I'm sure that they would not have the success that they did.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? People say like Walmarts are taking over and stuff. The thing about it is Walmart provides a lot of jobs for people
Yeah.
within the community, and
Yeah.
you know they do come in and they kind of, you know, maybe your local grocery store falls under or whatever the case may be, and that is very unfortunate. But if a Walmart comes in and you don't want to support it, you want to continue to support your local.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with it,
I
you
mean,
know.
you gotta. I forget the numbers, man, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but small businesses create most of the jobs, probably more than 80% of the jobs in the country or in the world. It's
Mhm.
always small business. Home Depot gets to be a big business because of small business.
Right,
There's all the
right.
small business contractors and people like that,
Mhm.
plumbers and independent contractors. They're going and buying all the lumber, all the wood, all the wrenches, all the hammers, all the pipes, all the, you know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
small businesses that makes that a big business.
Right.
So if we
Mhm.
lose the small businesses, then everyone lose jobs, man. Most of the people in America, will lose a job if we lose the small business person. So we have to be diligent. We have to support small business on purpose, not just as a hashtag or a thing for the week, no, a thing always, every single day. We have to be mindful that the small business guy, we really have to support them because they create the jobs in our community. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? They create the
Absolutely.
job. Most of the businesses in any community is always a small business. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about some of the businesses that you've supported. Okay,
Yes.
that some of the businesses that you have, and I've seen some when I come in to go vegan Philly. I've seen some of the products that you've had out there by by people that are not from Go Vegan Philly. You know, you're supporting their business through your business. Let's
Yeah.
talk about some of those businesses. I mean, like what type of things have people come to you and have wanted to promote in your store, and have you ever had to
Yes.
turn somebody down?
So we get various, man. We get an array of things, but as of right now, we started out. I think the first thing um, we put in Go Vegan was Derek Sea Moss, sea moss infused fruit juice,
Mm-hmm.
sea moss for life. We have that. We have Monty, that's from DC, um, sweet sorrel Jamaican hibiscus drink. We had a 15-year-old baker. She had our stuff in Go Vegan Philly. We have Sonia, Forever Juices, is in there. We have Lisa from the Bronx. She has some ice cream cheesecakes in there.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me slow down. Wait a minute, hold on, because I just realized something. One of the people were from DC. One of the people was from the Bronx. So you
Uh-huh.
got people coming from different parts of the country
Yes,
coming to you.
yes,
It's not
yes.
just Wilmington. It's DC. It's the
It's
Bronx. Wow.
right.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
right. PA, you know what I mean? Forever Juice, Derek, they're from PA. So, you know what I mean? It's an abundance, man. So, here's this guy that, I didn't go to culinary arts school. I didn't go to business school. But now I'm being looked at, I'm being talked about and talked to as, one of the top guys, one of the top restaurants in culinary arts and
Mm.
just being in business, you know. Um, a couple ladies came by last week. Older women came by and they were business women themselves, and they said they hold like little classes or seminars once a week, and it's a large class, large seminar. And they said every time they hold this, they try to talk about other things, but the only thing that keeps coming up is Go Vegan Philly. Go
Mm.
Vegan Philly is all they want to talk about. How do we do this? What I mean? Why did we do this? When did we do this? So it just feels good to even, be mentioned and be talked about, man. Because like I said, I didn't go to school for these things, but the thing that taught me these things was being in the game.
Okay.
Nothing taught me business better than doing business, than
Right.
being in business. You
Right.
know what I mean? Nothing taught me, how to cook better than getting in the kitchen, cooking, serving somebody something, and them saying, it wasn't good, so I got to make this better. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
So that, and those lessons, it was free. It cost me, of course, ingredients or whatever, or time, but really it was free, man. You know, I didn't have to literally pay somebody to teach me something.
You had to
You know
take
what I
out a
mean?
loan,
I didn't take out a
like
loan.
some
You feel
people.
me? I didn't take out a loan. So, you know, I might not, you know, there's always somebody with more credentials than me, with more plaques than me, you know, went to a better school than me, but they're not me. I always say that you know, I have something, man. I have something, you know what I mean? And I
Absolutely.
recognize it. So, and I go to it. I go to it, man. So, and if I'm ever in the room and they say people in that room is better than me at whatever I'm doing that they're doing, I'll be right back. I'm going to go, you know, get my game right, and I'll be back. And when I come back,
Let's go
I'm gonna be
let's
better.
go step it up.
You
Let's
know what
go
I mean?
step it up. Absolutely. Now I was just we were talking off air, and I was just in Vegas. The wife took me to Vegas for my birthday, and I went to a popular restaurant out there. Now it wasn't like one of the ones that has a reality show on TV or any of that. So you know, but I'm not going to put it out there because it's a little derogatory. But it was a restaurant where you get a very good view of the city of Las Vegas. Okay, the atmosphere was wonderful. The food left me wanting more.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be honest, and it was expensive. It was pricey, pricey.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've never had that feeling with Go Vegan. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I'm talking about this is a restaurant that people travel to Vegas to eat at.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean I spent I didn't spend it, but there was a lot of money spent on this food, and I
And
just
it was
wasn't
just mediocre.
satisfied with the right. I wasn't satisfied with the food.
Right. The
I've
price
never
ain't
had I've
matched the
never had that problem.
expectations.
Oh, not at all.
You
Not
know
at
what I
all.
mean?
Unless I was just paying for the view.
And you know, that's another thing, you know, I was just talking to my mother-in-law about, man, just you know, I wouldn't say pressure, you know what I mean? 'Cause I don't feel any pressure, but you know, I know the stereotypes that's out there about black business. You know what I mean? I hear them.
Yes.
I hear what people say about black businessmen and women and black business in general. You need to get better at this and be better at that. And black business is always late or never on it. Always, yeah, I hear the things, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna crush all of those stereotypes, all of those things. I'm gonna crush. I want to crush them all. You know what I mean? From the food to the service. You know what I mean? Because I tell my servers and my cashiers and all of them, I say the first thing that people taste when they enter a restaurant is the service.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Before the food comes out, is how people treat you when you walk through that door. So we always making sure that as soon as you cross that threshold to Go Vegan Philly, it's nothing but warmth. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And it
You know what I
is.
mean?
It absolutely is.
And you just feel like you don't want to leave. Like, I'm here. I just want to be here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So from everything, man, the way we, you know, even when there is an issue or anything, the way we handle it, you know what I mean? The way we handle our customers on the phone and in restaurant is always pleasant, always gentle, always kind. You know what I mean? No matter what the issue is, no matter what the person, you know, may be saying or doing, it's, you know, we're always at peace and we're always kind. And we want people to leave with that, if nothing else, that those people there know how to treat people.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's very important to me, you know what I mean? And that we're always business, man. Treat the business like a business, you know what I mean? We want to be great at all aspects.
Absolutely. And just, you know, before we wrap up, because you know, we almost at a half hour already. Like I've missed it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We having fun. There's another aspect of giving back that I didn't mention yet that you do. And I don't even know if you know I was going to mention this or not. You have events there too.
Yes.
Comedians, musicians, poetry, all time. You have events there too. Like, and it's you know, you're giving people a platform to showcase their talent.
That's what it is, man. My platform is yours.
Where they may not be able to do that. Like you sent me something. I believe it was last week. I was in Vegas at the time. So I wasn't able to attend, but I wanted to be there. I think it was a comedy show last week.
Yes. Yep.
It was like 5 comedians on it.
Yes, it was. Yeah. And it ended up being about like 8 or 9, really.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, because we just gave some more guys that just popped up a shot. Like, you know what I mean? Give them the mic, man. Let them go ahead up there and do their thing. So, you know, it's not my platform. It's our platform.
Did everybody kill, or was there anybody who's like, all right, you know, you got to work on your material?
Man. I want to say 7 out of 8 or 8 out of 9 of them killed, man. Everybody did
Okay.
their thing. You know what I mean? And that's a good night. That's a good comedy show.
Absolutely.
When the majority of the comedians are funny.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that's a win.
I've only been to one comedy show where somebody got booed off stage.
Mm-hmm.
It was the what's my man? It was Cat Williams' show. It was one of the warm-up comedians. And it was a big dude, and he was making fat jokes, and they started the booing, and he just left. He's all right, thanks y'all. Like he didn't even let it escalate. He's all right, thanks y'all, I'm out. But I thought that was the funniest thing he did the whole night, to be honest.
Right.
That was hilarious.
Right. He should have came right back up. Got some more, but that's how it goes. But again, man, I just want to be, a person that people can look to and just believe in, you know what I mean, and say he's going to do the right thing, you know what I mean? And they call it a role model, but I call it a real model. You know what I mean? I'm going to just be real, man. You know what I mean? Do
you do any performing?
They
Have
keep
you
asking
up on that stage.
Not yet. You know what I mean? That's going to be a wonderful night. So we have our 1-year anniversary coming up October 23rd. I know, right? It didn't seem like it's been 1 year, right? Quit fast, right?
And you open and let's put this out there. You opened during the pandemic too.
I opened during the pandemic. Yes, I did. And for me, it's all about thoughts, man. The thoughts I put in my mind, man. So I never even thought about it, man. I just conducted the business and went about it like it wasn't a pandemic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just keep it moving, man, like any other normal day. And we've been blessed, man. But we coming up on our 1-year anniversary, October 23rd, which we already solidified the building that we're throwing our big gala, our big black tie fair party.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes. The Delaware Contemporary Art Museum is where we're having this big ball bash. Is going to be crazy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm in there.
October 23rd. Yes.
Me
mark
right
it
now.
on
I
your
put all my pens away, but I'm gonna mark it down.
Yes. October 23rd.
Okay.
And it's going to be right before I got on the line with you. Power 99 was calling me about doing running the commercial spots and everything for 99.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But so it's going to be an amazing night. You know what I mean? So we're here, man. And I just want to be that person to say, look, look at me, man. Look at the things I've been through, and look where I am. You know what I mean? I use those things. So I say those moments in my life gave me thick skin. It gave me thick skin to deal with. Yes, to deal with any level of success or any trial or tribulation, any hurdle, anything that comes my way now. I can deal with it. You know what I mean? I can deal with it, and all the past things, my past gave me that thick skin. You know what I mean? I'm just glad that I stayed humble enough and peaceful enough to get to this moment and enjoy this moment, and that I didn't go off the deep end. You know what I mean? About some things that happened to me in life. You know what I mean? I'm glad I stayed put. I stayed still and was patient and waited on it, because now I'm here and I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it, man.
Awesome.
I'm enjoying it.
Awesome. And I always tell you, man, I don't just toot horns or nothing like that, man. I've been watching it grow. I watch all my people from a distance. I watch what they do. I commend them on what they do. I always give you your flowers and all like that. And I continue to be proud of you. I'm sure you're going to continue to make everybody proud and continue to build the community the only way you can. Let me ask you this, man. This question I'm about to ask you is like way off the beaten path, right? It's way off the beaten path. It just popped in my head just now, so I'm going to go ahead and ask. You going to run for any offices down there in Wilmington?
I've been asked that question too by people in Delaware. Yes, I've been asked that question.
Really?
I want to say about 6 or 7 times now.
Oh wow! Okay.
About, if I'm going to do some running, man, for the community, I think about
I know some people down there now.
Yeah,
I know a couple people that run for some things down there, and
man. I give it some thought. I think about it. I just gotta be able to do things my way.
I understand.
I mean, right now I'm able to do things my way, and it's working. So if they want me to work that type of situation, it has to be the thing Sean wants. Sean wants to.
Believe me, I completely understand what you mean by that. Believe me. Well, look, man. I
Yes.
don't want to take up too much of your time, man. And
man.
we're going to be doing this much more often. We got next Monday and all like that. Of course, here on Neutrals Radio, we back in the swing of things here in the middle of the summer, and we just gonna make some things happen. So make sure you look out for some big things coming from Go Vegan Philly, from Let's Not Argue, from everything else that's going on. Black Tie Affair 1 year anniversary, October 23rd at the Delaware Contemporary Art Museum. Be on the lookout for that.
Oh, it's going down. It's going to be one of the biggest parties of the year right there, man.
We definitely going to be putting that out there. Black Tie Affair. I got to get my stuff. I'm going to get ready because,
man. Oh, yeah.
You talk about a black tie.
Yes.
I like that. I like the,
Yeah,
and I've lost. Since we last time, sorry, I don't even mean to cut you off. I've lost 25 pounds since last time.
Come on, where the claps? You got claps there? You got some automated?
I don't have the thing hooked up. I was on vacation. I don't have it hooked up, but I'll clap. I'll clap for myself. But I lost so my suits fit funny now. I went to a wedding the other day, or last Saturday. I went to a wedding 2 Saturdays ago. I put my coat on, and the pants were loose. If I put the coat on, I look like what's that dude? What's his name? Kingpin from the comic books? Kingpin or something like that. I look like Kingpin, man.
Like
the Jack was just big as hell on me, man.
the old Steve Harvey suit.
That's what I was looking like, man.
That's a good thing, man. I mean, you got to go back. You got to get tailored again.
Yeah, I do.
You got to get fitted again. Yeah,
costs money.
It's going down, though. So everybody save the date. Your save the date ticket is coming on. That'll be on the way. So look out for that.
Absolutely. Send it up here because I'm gonna put it out there.
Absolutely.
Put it out there for you.
Absolutely.
Well, Sean, CEO of Go Vegan Philly, Wilmington, Delaware. Thank you again. Of course, I'm not thanking you. We do this is our show. So
right.
You're not a guest there. You're here every week. But appreciate the time.
Yes.
And we'll talk next week.
Let's do it.
All right, man. For Sean Thomas and for myself, I want to thank you for joining us here on Let's Not Argue. Make sure you check us out next week. Talk to y'all.
Love.